All right, I'd like to call the East China Township Board meeting for November 4th, 2024 to order. Clerk, please call the
Roll call. Supervisor Westrick?
roll. I'm here.
Clerk Smith? Here. Treasurer Hart?
Here.
Trustee Babel?
Here.
Trustee Blackstock?
Here.
Trustee Knott?
Second to the last time, yes.
Trustee Ridgely?
Here.
Pledge of allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda. We have a couple additions. Treasurer's report for C1 has been given to you. There's an OB1, reconsider a sewer credit. You have the paperwork for that as well. And I think that's it, right?
And
What about?
new business 3, is it?
It's in there.
Okay.
For some reason, I had all of those in my packet.
Okay,
So it's already on there. You just didn't have the backup for it.
okay.
What are you adding to the consent? That's treasurer's
Treasurer's
report?
report, you have that. And then OB1 is reconsider sewer credit. And I don't have the address.
OB1 is a sewer credit? Okay.
Yeah. Okay? With those changes, I entertain motion to approve the agenda is modified.
So moved.
Mr. Knotts, is there support?
Support.
Ms. Hart? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Minutes, same thing. Get a chance to look at those. I entertain motion to approve the minutes.
One thing I wanted added under the, I believe it's MB4 for the quarterly budget amendment.
To the what?
The quarterly budget amendment, I voted no on that. That's
Yeah,
one of the-
it's down on there.
Yeah, and it's right here under the first. Supervisors, Clerk Smith moved to adopt resolution, nay, Ridgely. Did I not do it in the?
Yeah, I have it that way. MB4 on that page. Budget amendments, third quarter 2024. Alan?
Yeah,
I don't see that.
Right here.
it's right under the heading, the bold heading,
Say something up there.
the first line.
I saw it.
Right above the resolution.
Richly led.
It's right at the end of that first line. Nay, Richly.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as
As
presented.
presented. Thank you. Is there support?
Support.
Mr. Blackstock, thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, thanks. Presentations, guest speakers, none. Public comment. I see one attendee that is shaking his head yes, but no.
I'm trying to get him to run for trust.
Yeah.
He's always here, he might as well go to the run.
Okay, C1 consent agenda is the treasurer's report. Nicole, you might give a quick brief on that, please, because I didn't even get a chance to read that today.
It was basically, our final numbers from moving the funds to the Michigan class. It took some,
Interest,
Yep.
Investment group.
it took a little while to get the funds from some of the banks. So those 3 that are highlighted at the top, that were Comerica, Flagstar, and Huntington, those were all transferred into the Michigan class. And I was going to separate them out just so we could keep them separate, but according to our new accountant, they said that was not necessary. So that's why they're all grouped together.
Yeah.
I'd like to commend the treasurer for her effort digging this up and making the transfers. As I read down, it's still reading 0.03 or 0.02%. It's 5.0, 4.9, 4.9, 4.9.
We're gonna get an extra million.
It's a marvelous change.
$1 million minimum addition, right?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Thank you. Any questions at this time? We'll move on. Well, we should make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Mr. Ridgely, support?
Support.
Ms. Babel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, thank you. For disbursements, Ms. Hart.
For disbursements, we have payroll, $49,788.05. Accounts payable, $664,818.72. EFTs in the amount of $74,289.85. E-checks, $302.30. Tax disbursements, $20,217.43, and invoices, $445,955.11, for a grand total of $1,255,371.46. I'll make a motion to pay the bills in that amount.
Support.
Supported by Mr. Knox. Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call vote, Clerk Smith, yes. Treasurer Hart?
Yes.
Trustee Gable?
Yes.
Trustee Blackstone?
Yes.
Trustee Net?
Yes.
Trustee Ridgely?
Yes.
Supervisor Wester?
Yes. Thank you. Unfinished business, old business. We received some additional information from the resident of 3825 Riverview Terrace. We denied this request before because we couldn't verify where the water had gone, if it went into the sewer or not. The homeowner has brought some, I believe it's affidavits here, people that have said, hey, I was there, I saw where it went, I guess. Is that correct? And their neighbors, I believe.
Okay. What are you guys looking at?
This was the OB1 that we had.
Here, you want to share?
Like this? I think that
The colored one that was given.
OB1, I don't got no OB1s, okay.
Anyway, so the homeowner's asking us to reconsider the sewer credit portion of it. It was $289.10. So, what are your wishes?
Did we ever send somebody out like we?
We did. We sent our supervisor out. He couldn't verify where the water went.
Couldn't verify where it went.
We still can't, you know. So
We still can.
I mean, it's a touchy subject, to be honest with you.
Right.
Both ways. So
Well, we called the resident and explained that if he could provide affidavits of people witnessing that this is what they're submitting.
Well, I would like to say, based on a recent email from our utility billing, the sewer credit is, I guess, the form is getting misused. It's unfortunate that people accidentally leave their hoses on. And it's not just, the sewer credit is not just made for if it didn't go down the sewer. It's for emergency cases, a pipe burst underneath the
or
house.
something like that.
Yeah, it's not because, oh, I accidentally left it on, you know, things like that.
Okay, I have more to add to that. Because in the past, it was past practice, we used to offer pool credits for pool fills.
Right, many, many years ago.
Yes, so
We don't do that anymore.
No,
I don't
we
know when
don't.
all this changed, but that was in place for many years. So I guess it's up to the board to determine how you want to go forward with.
Set a precedent.
What's the
Well-
policy on it? Like what?
What's the current pool policy?
We don't have pool
one.
credits.
We don't do that anymore.
We don't, if they get the water, they pay the full water sewer rate.
Right, if they have a sprinkler meter, they can fill their pool from the sprinkler meter, because we don't pay sewer
Okay,
on
I
that.
understand.
Well, how can they?
I don't
There's no
think,
stick.
I thought the way it's been,
Right, they'd have to have a
the way
separate.
I've been seeing it, been working the last few years, I understand what you're saying, but you really don't get that many. And if you do get them, unless we send the guy out and he verifies it, and it's been our policy basically, if he doesn't verify it, we don't grant it.
No.
So I just wanted to, I thought that maybe this would have been shared if it came up, I was unaware. But back in 2019, we did address the pool credit issue in the ordinance. It was removed officially. And it is because that, what you're saying, you have to send someone out, they have to verify whether they're there, whether they're filling a pool, then they have to go back. It became a
Right,
kind of a burden
It's a long
on the
process.
DPW.
Yeah.
So that has been officially removed from the ordinance, just point and reference.
yeah.
Who went out there? Was it the DPW supervisor?
Yeah.
The DPW supervisor, but at that point, the water was already gone, right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mhm.
So
It's after the fact.
he couldn't see, you know, so he couldn't verify where it went. I mean, explain to him, hey, it went here, but that's after the fact.
I don't know, Leslie, I'm not inclined to open that door. If the supervisor cannot verify that the water did not go down the sewer, I'm gonna vote no. For the very reason the treasurer brought up you don't, you can start getting awful, hey, I got my garden hose on overnight. I
Right.
need a $20 rebate.
Yeah,
Especially since the rates are quite high now, you lose a couple $1,000, you're up to
Right.
$20, $30, and it doesn't take long to make a lot of money.
yeah.
So I feel sorry for the guy, but he should be paying more attention, I guess I'm a SOB, but that's what I'm talking
Any
about.
comments or, none?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Ralph. If there's,
Yeah.
I mean, we
I
go
think it's
by,
unfortunate, but-
we go by our DPW supervisor's inspection.
Well, we can have a motion either way to go ahead and approve and grant this, or to keep it, I guess, confirm that what we've done is, we overturn it or we support the denial that we've done already.
I make a motion that we support the previous,
Sewer credit denial,
previous sewer credit denial.
okay. Is there
Support.
Support by that, Mr. Knotts, Mr. Rembus Hart, sorry. I'm tired.
And the reason being, our policy is, the loss could not be verified by the DPW.
Okay. The roll call vote for that.
Roll call vote. Treasurer Hart?
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Trustee Blackstock?
Yes.
Trustee Knotts?
Yes,
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Clerk Smith, no. Supervisor Westrick?
I'll vote no. It'd be fun. Okay, we're gonna keep the denial in place. New business 1.
yes, this is yours.
Reappointment of commission and committee members, you have them before you here. These persons to be renewed. The planning commission with George Hop. 3-year term will now end in 11/4 of 2027. I am also adding to the planning commission, Mr. Blackstock graciously said he will still serve on the planning commission, and then he'll take the vacant spot, because, we still have to have a trustee to be named after so this would be effective, is it the 20th when we swear on the new board?
21st.
21st, so I guess we make it effective the 21st.
So you're
He'll
adding
switch
her
from,
on here?
her will switch from the trustee member to the member at large, resident at large,
Okay.
and his.
As of 11/21?
Yeah, 11, 21, 24, it'll go on, and it will be for 3 years. So 11, 21 of 27, is that
Okay,
correct?
yeah.
Okay. And then the Historical Commission, there's a 3-year term ending 11/4 of 2027 for Don Wills. Cemetery Advisory Committee, a 3-year term. These are going to be ending on 11/4 of 2027. Cindy Voda, Diane Stubbs, and Deb Babel. And I also have another one for Mr. Blackstock, said he would also continue on the Zoning Board of Appeals, the ZBA. And he's already, the planning commission member required in there, so we're just gonna extend it, from, it expires at 12/31/24, it'll be 12/31/27, okay? Thank you, Herb, for doing that, we appreciate the service.
Yep.
He's
That is
still-
another one, by
He's
the
still
way.
gonna be a planning commission member.
That is another one you will need to come up with a trustee on.
We have to have a trustee for that, and then Mr. Knotts was going to, serve somewhere as well, I don't
Sewer
remember.
and water.
Yeah, but my term doesn't end till 31st of December,
And that's the ZBA,
the ZBA.
well,
Oh,
as of right now, do we have an opening there? I have 5 people right now, one of them has to be a trustee, is that always 5 people?
I'm the trustee, if I stick on, if you want me to continue, I will be continuing as a member, not the trustee.
We don't have an opening as a member,
Okay?
because it says,
No problem.
one's gotta be a trustee, one's gotta be a planning commission member, and Herb's gonna be the planning commission member still.
No, I
But
won't.
Joanne
No, you
Cottrell,
No, he's
isn't
not.
Art Peters not gonna do it?
Herb
No, I
will not
won't.
be the trustee any longer.
You're gonna
No.
lose the planning
Planning
commission.
commission member for zoning board of appeals, so you're.
Right, yeah.
Is Art
That makes
Peters
sense.
not gonna be on the ZBA anymore?
I know, I got a letter from Mark saying he was gonna ask you to allow me to be on. but I
Yeah,
don't-
but wasn't he saying he wasn't gonna do it, or is he gonna stay?
He's made no indication that he
Well,
wants.
let's just leave it as.
He has made no indication.
So those on there with the addition of Herb for planning commission, and then Herb, as
ZBA.
just renewed on ZBA, yeah, because he's still on, because he's still being on planning commission, it's just renewed to 12/31/27.
Okay.
Okay.
He expired 12/31 of 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll,
Okay.
Thank you, Herb.
you'll still need a ZBA member for both
Yeah, we need a trustee for that and also for the planning commission.
trustee, for both planning commission and.
But we'll fill these
ZBA.
right now, so.
I can't, not gonna do those anymore.
So move.
Is there support?
Support.
Mr. Ritchie, thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Sorry for that, I just wanted to cover Herb's before he got out of here and weaseled out of it. We want to keep you on the
Appreciate
hook.
you
It's only
staying.
been 20 years, another
Yeah,
4
we
won't
got, we
hurt.
got to keep the hook set.
We appreciate you staying.
No problem.
Sandy? We've had some problems with the ZBA in the past because trying to get enough people to the meeting might be interesting to have an
I'm like,
alternative.
what'd you do with it?
I put
Alternative, and if necessary, I will take that job,
Okay,
since he doesn't want to put me on.
I
okay.
would love to put you on. We,
I'll make a note of that.
I thought we
we'll
did
figure
have
that
that. I thought there was already an alternate. I thought there was an alternate position because of that reason.
Right?
That and whether or not you had a conflict.
out.
I
As
think
an
that's,
alternate?
I
Well,
think
we'll
that's
figure it
why
out.
we
We'll
had
figure it
it.
out here for the next meeting. We have some time.
Right.
Sewer credit request, new business 2. Another one, a very large one.
Wow.
Please
And-
approve this one.
Our supervisor did go out and verify it and is sent on, but the amount of credit by our DPW is different than what they were asking, obviously, but it's, the amount of credit would be $1642.08 if you so wish.
Yeah, that's based on their bills. Well, they had to pay $3,900 to fix it.
Wow.
Yeah, the bill was huge, it's on the back, see it? $17.94 and $18.18.
As this one has been verified by the DPW, I'll make a motion that we approve the request for the credit in the amount of $1,642.08.
Moved by Mr. Knotts, is there support?
2309 St. Clair Highway.
Support.
Yeah, how would you like to get that water and sewer bill, you guys? $3,690.41.
Let's do roll call.
Yes, please.
Roll call. Treasurer Hart.
Yes.
Trustee Babel. Yeah. Trustee Blackstock.
Yes.
Trustee Nats.
Yes.
Trustee Ridgely.
Yes.
Clerk Smith, yes. Supervisor Western.
Yes. New business 3, the River Road Special Assessment District, we received, I think 3 bids. I'm not sure, but anyway, low bidder, Murray Underground Systems. I don't know why they have 27,000 in contingency. We have the numbers. We are awarding tonight the $210,720 to Murray Underground Systems. Don't look at the other stuff there, okay?
Okay.
I'm only awarding the contract to the contractor. Been vetted, he's worked in the township before, and he does, and we're all real happy with the work that they've done.
What did you say the number was? 260?
$210,000 and
Just the first
$720.
line. He's saying forget the other.
I don't know why they put this on here. Engineering services and contingencies already somewhere else. It's already been
I was gonna say that was already.
approved. We already
included in
had
there,
it
yeah.
approved. And I don't, if it's that or not, but they're not getting that. They're getting what we approved before. Anyway, so the motion's to approve the low bidder of Murray Underground Systems for the River Road Special Assessment District Water Main, $210,720.
So moved.
Mr. Knotts, is there support?
Support.
Ms. Babel. All right, any other discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call vote. Treasurer Hart.
Yes.
Trustee Babel.
Yes.
Trustee Blackstock.
Yes.
Trustee Nats.
Yes.
Trustee Ridgely.
Yes.
Clerk Smith, yes. Supervisor Western.
Yes. Thank you. Did everybody read this? New business 4, donation of sick time. We have someone that is out on medical leave, has used all of their sick time, and we have an employee that is willing to donate theirs, I believe, because they're leaving the township. Is that correct? See,
The donating employee is no longer an employee, is he? Isn't that right?
right,
That's the way I understand
Correct.
it.
yeah,
This is another one where I gotta be a bad guy. This,
Mm.
rules are rules.
yeah, you guys, I don't really, what's your wishes on this? That's all I'm gonna ask.
I think it's opening up a can of worms.
I know that, I did some checking around, I know the school district did allow it at one time, they don't anymore.
Here's.
I get it, and I
The
feel for
only
the person.
twitch
I know.
I have with this whole thing is the fact that the person who earned it was not allowed to get paid out for it when he left because he didn't complete the 3 years.
Mhm.
That's in
Right.
the union contract. Why
Yeah.
would we have that in there if we're gonna turn around and give it to somebody else?
Right.
Yeah, this is this.
That's the
this-
only
we have
the
union
twitch I
contract
have with
going.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't mind it, the policy.
I would prefer if you do both actions this evening, so that I have clarity to go back to the employees and revise the policy if you decide to keep it in place.
I personally think we terminate the donation of sick time policy.
Action, if we just do action 2, oh, I see, you want 2 separate things, those are 2 separate things.
Well, we need to do one of the 3, right?
No,
There are 2 actions requested. I would prefer if you would address both of those.
Approve the request.
address
of
them one at a
donation.
time.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we deny the request for transfer for 42 hours of sick leave from employee 21032 to employee 00110, because it doesn't, it is in
Okay.
contradiction to the township policy for transferring pay for sick leave.
Support.
Okay, the moved and supported. Any other questions? Please call the roll.
Roll call vote. Treasurer Hart?
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Trustee Blackstock?
Yes.
Trustee Netz?
Yes.
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Clerk Smith, yes. Supervisor Westrick?
Yes. Action 2 would be to affirm the donation of sick time policy as written and attached, or to terminate the donation of sick time policy as a whole.
Why was this brought to be in the beginning? Well, I don't know if anybody's here that, like, why was that a thing to
I
begin
probably did.
To what?
with? Like, why was this policy put in place?
It was put in place years ago and utilized, actually, when someone that worked here.
It's so that you
We
can
have
get
exhausted
it
there.
and you want to cash out your
We did.
policy. You can't just
But it
work
wasn't,
a couple
it
weeks
was
and
donated
cash out
from
Right.
longtime employees who had large sick banks, and they were able to,
Who were still employed at the time.
who were still employed and continued to be employed.
Okay.
I mean, most
That was
places
the
have
difference.
a certain amount, and if you
Mm,
Don't-
Yeah, and I guess the
Right,
reason
and if
I
you
want you
don't
to
use
clarify
it,
is
you
that
lose
none
it.
of what you just said
no.
is incorporated into the current wording. That you have to be a longtime employee, that if you can't take it, you can't donate it, none of that is in there. So you either need to amend it or
Get rid of it.
decide it's no longer in place.
I have no problem with leaving it and amending it. I mean,
I-
it's honorable what that person wanted to do. I know nothing of these circumstances,
Right.
but to
Yeah.
donate
Right.
your sick time,
Right.
I
It's
fully
more for-
agree with, but we just need to clarify it a little bit
When
better.
we've seen this before, at other places, when I've seen it before, it was because someone, cancer. and they-
Well, and that's
Yeah.
what I mean. I know nothing of these circumstances or who you're talking about, but
Yeah.
just to donate, and I think I understand the past occurrence and when that took place. So I have no problem with amending that and making it clearer.
I agree.
I mean, we're human.
Right.
So if you want to do
I
that, I
agree
have
with
no
that too, for
problem
that
with
reason.
that, but it needs to be clarified that it has to be eligible.
Right.
Exactly. Eligible.
If we did do away with this, would that contradict the current contracts that we have, or what?
No.
Has nothing to do
This
with
is a
it.
separate policy.
It's not mentioned in that. This is a
Okay.
township policy.
There were things inferred from the contract that are inferred into this policy, but it's not verbally,
It's not written.
it's not written in
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So we
So
need
you-
it very clear if it exists.
You want to
Under
affirm
what
the,
conditions
you want to
is a
affirm
person
the existing
qualified to
policy.
donate?
You want to affirm the existing policy with the addition of an amendment that states, if an employee retires or voluntarily separates his employee from the township before he has completed 3 years of service, the employee is not qualified to donate accumulated sick leave.
Yes. Where did you read that from?
I'll make that a motion.
It's on the front page, actually.
It's not
Okay.
incorporated in here though, is that correct?
It is not currently in here.
Right.
The motion is we're gonna affirm this
That's a
Oh, I
motion,
got
Ron?
it.
with an additional amendment.
Gotcha.
Yep. Okay, it's been moved, is there support?
Support.
Ms. Babel, all right? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. We will amend.
I'll bring that policy back for your final approval once it's written.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, new business 5, this is one of those things that really drives me nuts with our federal government, and I will say that on TV. Yeah, we need to do a floodway review of the Bell River pump station that we're doing to make sure there will be no rise of the floodway because of the pump station improvements. The only thing we're changing is raising the,
I do not understand how whatever you're doing with a pump station has anything to do with the floodway.
it doesn't, and we have to pay someone to do the
tell you
proper paperwork, development study to do that, so unfortunately, it's just one of those
Red
things.
tape.
I just get frustrated. I'll make a motion, we approve the AEW for $12,500 to do the floodway review for FEMA to move this project along.
I'll support it.
Okay,
Do we need to get more than the one bid?
no, they're already doing this project.
Not for this kind of stuff. but
Let's do roll call vote. Treasurer Hart?
He's probably one reason.
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Trustee Blackstone?
Yes.
Trustee Knott?
Yes,
Trustee Ridgely?
Yes.
Clerk Smith, yes. Supervisor Westrick?
he's probably one that wrote my requirement.
Thank you.
And the only one that can do it.
New business 6, well, he's already into that whole, you'd have to get someone else into the portal and everything. New business 6.
With
park
regard to
expense.
that, since you brought it up,
I
with
didn't bring
regard
it
to the pump station, what is our status on the pump station getting money to do it?
Which one, this one, Bell River?
Yeah,
We've been awarded the grant.
okay.
We're jumping through all the hoops now. We had to redo the application to get approved to Michigan State Police, because they're the people that do it here in Michigan, because we'd rather go through them to do it for FEMA.
So-
And this is one of the requirements that came back, they said they need
Okay.
this.
Okay. So that you're,
294,000, I think is what they're
you
giving
got a
us.
check yet, or you don't get a check till you finish this?
You don't get a check till we finish that, plus a lot of others. No.
Okay.
They gotta keep going through their stuff.
Thank you.
We've already had it done.
Thank you.
Park office fence. East China Township Parks office renovation work, we're installing a fence installation been requested. Fence,
Expensive
security
fence.
around the
Yeah,
utilities and
okay.
new air conditioning equipment on the west side of the building. Remember we did the heat and all that stuff over there at the park building, put new stuff in.
Boy, these fence people saw us coming, didn't they?
It is expensive, isn't it?
I have a question.
48 feet of it.
Have we had an
How
issue?
long is this fence?
I was
6,
just
7 feet?
wondering
Well, they just installed these new units outside, didn't they?
Yeah, the air conditioners and everything are out there, yeah, they've got to keep the vandals away from it.
Okay.
Yeah, the old tube heaters were not even installed, they were fire hazard, and they weren't working, when they come out. We put the-
Oh, I understand why we did it. I was just wondering if we had an issue already as to why we needed a
I don't think
fence.
so.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen,
Right.
I've seen where they put like fencing around the units themselves with locks. This is more than that, right? This is like around the whole building or side of it, it says 48
What's a,
feet.
is the
48
fence gonna
feet.
keep out a vandal?
Where is this
Can they
fence,
climb?
like,
It's got a
Big
top?
fence.
yeah,
I wasn't involved, this was Dwayne working with
This
her.
is
on it.
7 feet.
like where exactly? It's a fancy fence, if that's what this,
6-foot tall privacy fence.
Yeah, it's a RC10 commercial aluminum, is the one that's recommended to go with.
why would they not just put it around the units or, you know?
Before I would spend $4,000, $4,500 on a fence, I think somebody has to come in and show us
Diagram.
I don't have
exactly
that.
what
There is one here.
what they're planning on doing and what
I
it's
mean, of
protecting.
Where it's going,
And if we think it's gonna provide any protection,
right?
maybe we should table this and have somebody bring something in here?
We could postpone it until the next meeting, then Dwayne will come up with, I'm afterwards, Dwayne. We can do that, okay. All right, it'll go back as old business for next meeting. together some information.
Do you
I
want to make a
apologize.
motion to that, to postpone
You
it?
don't have to.
Real quick though, did somebody answer, I think Nicole asked, is it around the whole building or is it just around?
I believe it's just on the west end, but I was not involved in
Yeah.
it.
Let them come in and tell us
Okay,
about it.
okay.
You can
I can put a fence around it, but you ain't gonna keep anybody.
make a motion to postpone this till next meeting, you guys.
I'll support.
Support, all right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Announcements, departmental reports will be provided at the second board meeting of the month. We had some confusion on that, just, Treasurer did not know that we were doing that, and we're just out. so
Yeah,
we did
because
that.
everybody was asking for
But
it.
we will try to consolidate all that for the second meeting of every month, just so for the future, all right?
I'd ask him to repeat that, but I don't bother it.
Please get out and vote tomorrow.
7 a.m. to 8
Our
p.m.
clerk is dying to have a record turnout. Loves this stuff.
Are you sleeping here tonight?
I feel like it.
By the way, do you need any help for after we get out of here to get help? Get
That would be very
Yeah,
appreciated.
Okay,
For the chairs.
I can stay as long as you want.
Anybody else have any member comments? Mr. Ritchie, Mr. Knotts, Ms. Hart?
No.
No, good.
Football,
Hey,
Sure, yeah.
football.
what's he say?
Football.
Football?
Don't forget about your football team.
Marine City?
Oh,
They're not my football team, but
Let's adjourn and then we can talk about that.
I actually am rooting for them. That's about time, thank God. No, I am.
7:32, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
So, or,
I don't. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, stakes, we're done.
I don't even know who they play
Thank
next.
you.
No, I,